Carnalicious. That's the only reason. Listen, that's not it. Even when men are seated and having a conversation, this is the second instance. When men are seated and having a conversation, the moment a certain woman walks in, the men all of a sudden begin to comport themselves. Have you noticed that? Yes. The moment a lady walks in, that's a second instance. The moment the lady walks in, the men begin to comport themselves. And it sort of gives that lady some special preferential treatment. If it's where she has a seat, they make sure that that seat is special. If something she needs to drink or she needs to eat is special. That's another instance. Even when a crime has to be committed, most of the time, when a lady is involved, it's it's a hit. It's easier to penetrate. Now, what I'm listening is how powerful. I'm trying to tell you how powerful a woman is. How when you women emerge, there's that sort of self-control. Now let's go to the office. If say we are myself and a lady, yes, you are coming there. You have so much power. Myself and a lady walks in. I present my certificate. I may have done well. She also presents her certificate. She presents her experience. And aside her experience, she has the personality. Aside the experience she has the personality, she has the image. Look, the lady will win in that job search. We need people to front the company. We need people to represent the company. The lady will win. So the lady has the personality, she has the image, she's eye-catching, she's an eye candy. So you, the lady, you're an eye candy already. It's there. So the next thing is what? Is to explore, educate yourself. You already have the personality. Now your educational background is solid. You've won it. You've won it. That's another instance. Now, in the aspect of a marriage, most of the time, if something needs to be done in the house, for peace to prevail, the woman must have a say. Have you noticed that? Women, you claim you don't, you're not empowered enough. You don't have the strength enough. You don't have the privileges enough. Now, these are the instances. Now, in the field of marriage, until the lady, sometimes most of the time, look, when decisions are being taken, I'm not married, but I've witnessed marriages. I've met married women. I've met married men. I'm into network marketing, so I use that as an example. When you meet a man and you do your presentation, you meet say a prospect. We call clients prospects. You meet a prospect, you do your presentation and everything. Before them, if the man is married, before he signs on, before he buys onto your product, he will tell you, let me discuss this with my wife. Let me discuss this with my wife. I sell items. When I meet men who are married, they first of all will say, let me call my wife and ask her about this. But most of the ladies, the moment they see the items, just a few of them will tell you, let me call my husband. It's not that they don't respect their husband, but they know that, oh, at the end of the day, it's a done deal. They know that at the end of the day, it's a done deal. I met a man who says, look, it's my wife who does most of this buying and stuff, so let me talk to her. It's my wife who does most of these things, so, oh, I need to buy this. But when it comes to the colors, let me talk to my wife first. And even when it comes to, I told her I sell items and I sell kids materials. And when it comes to buying items for the child, the man has no say. He doesn't have much say. It's the woman who has authority in the house. So when a woman has to buy for the baby, most of the time they don't have to ask the man that, oh, I want to buy this for our little child. Is this okay? No. They'll go ahead and buy. But the man will say, let me ask my wife what Junior needs. Let me ask my wife what our little child needs. The strength of the woman. So when most of the time, you see, it can go on and on and on and on. So most of the time, when I see people campaign, when I see ladies campaign for women empowerment, I see it as a failed call. It's a failed call because you haven't come to identify your strength as women and how powerful you are when it comes to men, how powerful you are over men. You see, women, you don't fight your battle physically, no. Your strength is in your mind. Your strength is identifying the man's soft spots and hating. Your strength is identifying the soft spots of situations and simulating that soft spot. You do it all the time, but the wrong way. You do it all the time, but mischievously. When it comes to extorting, you do it, but she'll rather use it to extort money from a man. She'll rather use it to defame somebody. But when it comes to using it to strengthen herself, no. When it comes to identify that this is my strength, no. Women, you see, you don't fight your battle physically. Your strength is with controlling the mind. And that's what you haven't come to realize. Your strength is with controlling the mind. And you have so much strength when it comes to controlling the mind. You have so much strength. You have so much control over the brain. especially the brain of a man. Being strong, being powerful has nothing to do with physical appearance. Look, you a man, if you a woman, if you want to hurt a man, it's so easy for you. When a woman wants to hurt a man, it's so easy. You see, a man will just go and go and go. We allow whatever it is to just lead us. But as a man goes, so to say, aimlessly, the woman is she's being meticulous. She's moving, but she moves cautiously. Most of the time, we don't know it when a woman wants to hurt us. Women know it. See, most of the time they see it early when a man wants to hurt them. But when a woman wants to hurt a man, it's not seen easily. So you, a woman in marriage, thinking that insulting your husband or being authoritative towards him will make him change towards you, it's a failed one. If you approach a man that way, he becomes very aware of himself because a man identifies the rigorous way of doing things, the physical way of doing things. So the moment he sees it, goes like, hey, let me stand my grounds. So when you go charging on a man in such a manner, you will fail. You will never succeed. But if you have a way you approach a man. That's how you've been designed to fight your battle. To use the brain power. To identify the soft spot and then strike. So you want to take something, your man is very angry. That's how come, no matter how angry your husband is, the moment you go into caution, to approach him in a very tender way, he melts for you. He loses his defenses and just goes. He tames up. No matter how angry he is. Have you noticed that no matter how angry he is, the moment you move in a tender manner, he melts for you. But if you approach him in a rigorous, direct, physical way, he will stand up to you. So you see your power? You see how powerful you are as women. You have the opportunities, you have the privileges, you have the leeway, you have the platform, you have it. A woman is so fierce when after having all this having all this, she's also enlightened. Let me not use the word educated because not everybody gets the chance to go to school or have higher education. But you don't pay to be enlightened. You desire to be enlightened and you get enlightened. All you need is enlightenment. Identify your strength. Have knowledge. And you get what you want. But what do we see? Women empowerment. Women empowerment everywhere. And it's all about disrespect to men. It's a lot about fighting men. It's a lot about hating on men. You will fail if you continue doing that. You've already failed. That's why you always fail. You don't see it. You're fighting your battle the wrong way. You're fighting the battle the wrong way. Women, can't compete with a 20-year-old. I'm 41. I can't compete with a 20-year-old. A 20-year-old lady. That's what I say. For me, I rather have female children than male children because male, you're weak. They can only shout, you can only make all the noise. But the moment a woman sets in, you're weak. That's how strong you are as a woman. You are strong. You are powerful. Pursue your strength.